Students, I am Vijay Pratap Singh, your commerce teacher. Today, I will explain you about elasticity of demand. In this lecture, today you have understood what is the meaning of elasticity of demand and what is the meaning of that and how many types of price elasticity demand. So now I am going to start. Dear students, you have to listen because it's a very important part for your education and classes. And last video in last lecture I had told about the demand. If there is any confusion, you have to check once again the video, otherwise you have to subscribe and share it. Okay, listen, start from here. Elasticity of demand refers to percentage changes. See here, percentage change in demand of commodity. With the help of that, due to percentage change in any of the factor affecting demand of that commodity. This is the small meaning of elasticity of demand. But you can say that demand of commodity is determined by many factors like changes in its own price, income and consumers price of related goods, etc. These are the important parts of elasticity of demand. The concept of elasticity of demand refers the degree of responsibility, what we are going to explain, on the quantitative demands of the goods to change in any the factor affecting its demand. Behalf of that, we can say elasticity of demand refers to percentage change in demand of a commodity due to percentage change in any of the factor affecting demand of the commodity. With the help of that, we can able to explain about the elasticity of demand. Accordingly, there are three types of elasticity of demand. How many types are there? Three mainly types we are reading here. Price elasticity of demand, it is the first one. Price elasticity of demand is the first topic. Second topic, income elasticity of demand. Second, income elasticity of demand. And third one is there, cross elasticity of demand. So you have to listen once again. Price elasticity of demand, it refers the percentage change in demand. Listen once again. It refers percentage change in demand of a commodity. Due to percentage change in its price. Between that, we can able to know percentage change in the demand and its price also. Both we will read in here, price elasticity of demand. But in second, income elasticity of demand, we will read, it refers the percentage changes in demand of the commodity with respect to percentage change in income of the consumer. With the help of that, we will read income elasticity of demand, because consumers' income is changing, we know very well. Okay, and third one is a cross elasticity of demand. It refers to promotion changes in demand of a commodity with respect to the changes of its price and related goods. We can say substitute goods or complementary goods we are going to read here in the cross elasticity of demand. In last video, in last lecture, I had explained about the substitute goods and complementary goods. If you have any confusion, you have to listen once again what is the meaning of substitute goods. Suppose we want to use any particular material, particular commodity, and in absence of that commodity, we can able to use second commodity what is the same process, same work, that one is called substitute goods. For example, suppose at the place of tea we can able to take coffee. The substitute of tea is coffee. And complementary good, which goods we are utilizing with the help of second also we can able to use. Means these types of commodities are called complementary goods. For example, suppose you had purchased a car, then you need petrol. Means petrol is a supplementary goods. Without petrol, car will not run. Okay. Another example, suppose you want to use any product, you need second product with help of that also. That one is called complementary goods. Now come on the topic, price elasticity of demand. We will read in detail. First one, I have written here in front of you, Alfred Marshall. Alfred Marshall I have written in front of you. See, very carefully listen and make a note also. Alfred Marshall was a first economist. Very important part is written here. Alfred Marshall was the first economist to formulate the concept of price elasticity of demand. If question will come in exam, who had formed this formula, then you have to write Alfred Marshall. Okay, Alfred Marshall was the first economist to formulate the concept of price elasticity of demand. Clear? As the ratio of the relative change in quantity demand of a commodity to a relative change in its price, both are related. With the help of that, we can able to solve price elasticity demand. If anywhere written P E D, then we have to know this is the price elasticity demand is written. P price, E elasticity, and D demand. We have to write in the same process price elasticity demand. When we will solve questions, we have to write this formula: price elasticity demand equal to percentage change, okay, in quantity demanded by percentage change in price. With the help of that, we can able to solve question. For example, any questions is coming in front of you. For example, price elasticity demand equal to, I have told, plus 30%. For example, percentage, see here, percentage change in price elasticity demand. I have written in front of you plus 30. After that, percentage change in price. Suppose we will denote it with the help of minus 10%. Two things I have written in front of you. Here what changes we are getting? Positive 30. But in price we are getting minus 10%. Then how we will solve it? You know very well. You have to solve and you will get 3. But one condition should be there. What you will write? Plus and minus will be there, then minus 3 is the important part of that. But when you will write the answer price elasticity demand, then you will write price elasticity demand equal to 3. For example, here is no place, but when you will write same thing, you have to write price elasticity demand equal to 3 is the answer here. Price elasticity demand equal to 3. This minus we will not write. Plus is taken for income and minus is taken for degrees. Okay, because I have written plus 3. But before answer is coming here, price elasticity equal to minus 3. Okay. But when we have to solve, according to that we have to write coefficient degree price elasticity demand equal to 3. This minus is not written there. Okay. According to that you have to solve. And your next topic is the kinds and degree of price elasticity of demand. So write it, just I am explaining you next topic. Students, now we are going to read about next topic. In next topic, we will read kinds and degree of price elasticity demand. In front of you, I have written 3 names of and otherwise 3 kinds of price elasticity of demand. But there is a 5 kinds of price elasticity of demand. But I have written 1, 2, 3. But after that, I will read one by one all. Okay, because on the board only 3 spaces are there on this. With the help of space only we can able to write. So here is enough space 3. After that once again I will write 2 more. Okay, so first you have to read perfectly elasticity demand. We have to know it refers to the situation when demand of commodity is infinite. The indicative of prevailing the price. With the help of that we can know what is the price and demand. After that observation. Between that perfectly elasticity demand should be the suppose price is the same and our demand is increasing time to time equally, we can say this is the perfectly elastic demand. For example, if I will make one table in front of you, then you can able to understand. Suppose I have written price and demand. See, price and demand I have written in front of you. Suppose price is the same and our demand is increasing continuously. For example, suppose price is the 10, on that time demand is the 10. Okay, clear? But when our price is the 10 once again, the demand is the 20. When demand is the 10, price is the 10 once again, the demand is going 30. Then it should be going 40. Once again, let's write down 10. For example, 50. If we will explain same thing on our graph, otherwise with the help of curve, then we can able to identify, we can able to know what is a perfectly elastic demand. if you had written about it, suppose there is a very less space on the board, so I will make so a small table, okay. But if there is a you have a space, you can able to make, because here is a less space, that's why I am making a small one, okay. Now we have to represent it on the axis. First you know that x axis and y axis. Suppose I have made here y axis, x axis 0, and price you know that we have to write here. Price is 10. Okay, and now we have to write here units, otherwise quantitative demands. We have to write units. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 20, 30, and 40. The help of that we have to explain. Okay, now we are watching here, price is the same, 1, 2. With the help of that you can know this is the demand line, and demand is increasing, okay, increasing one by one step. With the help of that we can able to know this is the perfectly elastic demand. This is the perfectly elastic demand. We have to write perfectly elastic demand equal to infinite. Okay, this is a perfectly elastic demand. With the help of that we can able to understand. Now second one is here, perfectly inelastic demand. In this case, okay, as changes in the price of the commodity causes no changes in the quantity. Here we will read changes in the price but no changes in the quantity. So once again we will read, see next new table, price and demand. See what I have before that calculation. अभी मैंने जो कहा उसे ध्यान से सुनिए, इसमें दाम में परिवर्तन होगा, प्राइस चेंज होगा लेकिन डिमांड वही रहेगी. इसे कहते हैं परफेक्टली इनइलास्टिक डिमांड. So when price is the 10, our demand is 10. Okay, but according to that price is the change 20 and it should be also 10. When price is the 30, then also 10. Then price is the 40, then also it should be 10. With the help of that we will understand. Okay, that one is called perfectly inelastic demand. When price is going to change, price is increasing day to day, but our demand is the same. That one is example of perfectly inelastic demand. So with the help of graph we can able to explain. Okay, here price we have to write that side and demand we have to write downside, units. Here units, here we will write price. Price you know very well, 10 to 40. Zero, 10, 20, 30 and 40, and demand is only 10. Okay, now according to that we have to make first here 10 but same, 20 but line will be there straight. Okay, then we know that this should be showing upward. It should be going upward. With the help of that we can able to explain this is the demand line. It is showing perfectly in elastic demand. With the help of table and curve we can able to explain, and we have to write price elasticity demand equal to 0. Price elasticity demand equal to 0, and here we have written price elasticity demand equal to infinite. Okay, now your third one is given in front of you, unitary elastic demand. In that case, percentage of quantity demand equal to percentage of price of quantity demand. With the help of that we can able to know and we can able to solve it. For example, okay, in the case of percentage of quantity demand equal to change, percentage change in price of quantity. With the help of that we will solve this. Okay, and we can able to know the demand curve is a straight line and downward sloping curve framing 45-degree angle with the both axes. With the help of that we can able to know unitary elastic demand. For example, we will write price and demand. Price and demand. I have made in front of you small. Suppose price is the 10 rupees. When price is the 10 rupees, on that time our demand is a 40. And when our price decreases, means 5, we are using 60 unit. Okay, with the help of that we will make our next curve and we will explain it. So our next curve will be like that. Y-axis, X-axis, now 0. After that what is written there? When price is the 10, then price here and units will be here. Price and units. Price we have to make 2, 5 and 10. So here we can able to write P1 and P2 or 5 or 10. Anything you can able to write. If you are P1 or P2 or 5 or 10, you can write it according to question. Here Q1 or Q2, or I am using two color chalk, that's why I have to know, or 5 or 10. Okay, here 40 or 60, anything we can able to write. If you want to write P1 or 5, if P2 or 10, anything you can able to write and solve your questions. No number will detect, you will get 100% full marks. According to that, you have to make your line. Okay, listen, when price is the 10, on that demand is the 40. So now come on the point. When price is the T2, then demand is the Q1. Now it should be count from 10 to 5, and now demand is increased. Okay, that's why I had used two types of chalks. When price is the false, then demand is increased. With the help of that, we can able to show our. This is the 45-degree angles creating. Okay, this is the demand line. Behalf of that, we can able to explain price elasticity demand equal to 1. Price elasticity demand equal to 1. Clear? In front of you, I had made 3 structures of price elasticity of demand. Now 2 more are there. Just I will make and explain it. Okay? So write it, and next is the now next topic is the 4th and 5th. 4th one is the greater than unitary elastic demand, and 5th one is the less than unitary elastic demand. So both one we have to explain one by one. In front of you I had made table solution. In 4th one, in the case of percentage change of quantity demand is greater than change in price of the commodity. For example, suppose price elasticity demand, you have to see 75 and 50 should be here. Here, what is the difference between that? 75 and here 50. The difference are coming between the 100. 100 से ये बढ़ रहा है 150, तो प्लस 50, ये 100 से 25 की तरफ पहुंच रहा है, तो माइनस 75. When we have to solve it, then we will get minus, we have to calculate, no, 1.5 should be there, 1.5 you will get according to that. Means price elasticity demand equal to 1.5. Price elasticity demand equal to 1.5. Okay, behalf of that we can able to calculate. Clear? So after that, now we will make a table. When our price is 100 or P1 P2, then what we will do? P1 P2, okay, and units are also increased, Q1 to Q2. Okay, with the help of that we will make our graph. When P1, after that it should be here. With the help of that we will make our graph. Okay, now we have to write the D demand. Okay, with the help of that you will make this difference between that. When price is increasing, then our demand should be also going to low. With the help of that we can able to know. This one is the price elasticity demand. Elasticity demand is greater than 1. We will know to 1 because 1.5 is coming here. Price elasticity demand equal to 1.5. It is greater than 1. So we have to know its actual value of price elasticity of demand. Clear? If any doubts should be there, you have to ask in the comments. Otherwise, you have to come on the second topic. Solution. Here also price elasticity demand is also given. Price elasticity demand is also 100 to 80। अब 100 से आप 80 की तरफ गए हैं, मीन्स माइनस 20, और यहाँ आप 100 से 50 की तरफ गए हैं, मीन्स प्लस 50। When you will solve it, you will get 0.4, but 0.4 will be positive or negative? It should be a negative. Okay. Now we can able to write price elasticity demand equal to price elasticity demand equal to 0.4. Okay. It is a less than 1. It is a less than 1. It is a less than 1. In the case of change in percentage of the quantitative demand of the commodity is a less than percentage change of the commodity. For example, we have explained here in front of you. Suppose we will write P1 and P2 in front of you. After that, here Q1 and Q2. With the help of that, you will make it. When price is the 100, the demand should be also 100. When price is the 150, our demand is decreased. Means price is decreased. Okay. With the help of arrow, we will represent it. When price is decreased, then demand is also coming down in decrease. With the help of, we can able to explain it's the demand and price elasticity. Demand is price elasticity demand is not equal here. That's why we have to write less than 1. Okay, less than 1. This is the important note for you. You have to prove and explain. And before that, I had told 3 steps. In that, I had not given these types of calculation because it is starting process. If I will explain within one time, you will make a problem. You have to explain and make a note and revise it well. Okay? If any doubts will be there, you have to ask. Otherwise, make a note and okay, and prepare it well. Okay, make a note, dear students. Subscribe my channel. Share this video to your friends and share these links others also. Okay, thank you all for listening my lecture. Thank you.